I have something to say about this, man. I could rant. Does this apparently ordinary plastic cup look like it's compostable? Well, it says it's compostable. It says it right there. But wait a minute, it also says some really, really fine print, not suitable for backyard composting. Something which is not suitable for backyard composting is not compostable. But then, after I ate at Rubio's Baja Grill, where I had a pair of delicious fish tacos, I went and saw Spider-Man 2, The Amazing. Reshoot. Edit that part out. I saw The Amazing Spider-Man 2. There we go. Good movie. I recommend it. I think everyone should watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2. In fact, I recommend it very highly. I went in there with a completely open mind. I haven't seen any Spider-Man movies. I didn't see The Amazing Spider-Man, so I had no expectations. And my expectations were more than met. This movie is awesome. It's got everything that you want. A little bit too much kissing, which I've talked about before, but that's okay. I have one bone to pick. This movie continues the cliche, and not just continues, it steps it up to a whole nother level. Takes it up to a whole nother level. The action movie cliche of New York City cops being totally incompetent. I mean, not just incompetent, not just helpless, not just a little bit unwise, but just completely doing the wrong thing. I have nothing against New York City cops, but this movie apparently does, because they are just dumb in here, in this movie. First of all, the main villain is Electro, a being of pure energy who feeds off of any electricity source available, even if it's insulated, even if it's far away. Just collecting energy and zapping people like the Emperor from Star Wars and going around with unlimited power, blowing stuff up. If you are a single cop, just a traffic cop walking your beat all alone, and you come across a glowing blue being of pure energy, what do? Do you try to arrest it? Do you say, hold it right there, draw your gun? Well, the cop in this movie does. That's stupid. You know, Electro is kneeling down. He's drawing energy out of the subway wires, obviously recharging, obviously getting ready to go super critical on the whole city. And this one cop goes up to him and says, sir, stand up, back away from the wire. I'm not making this up. That is an actual quote from the movie. Draws his gun. You're a being of pure energy who can vaporize me with the power of thought. Turn around and put your hands up. I've got a handgun. Come on, New York City cops. Now, in his defense, he didn't know he was dealing with Electro, a godlike being of pure energy. All he knew was that he's looking at a hoodie-wearing, glowing blue man kneeling down holding a wire. Is that a crime now in New York City? Do New York City cops just arrest you for being glowing blue in New York City? That's profiling. No joke here, man. The cop wanted to arrest Electro just for walking around wearing a hoodie with blue skin in New York City. I've had some uncomfortable dealing with cops, if you know about me. But, like, even the most unreasonable cops I've ever met, they at least ask you what you're doing before they try to arrest you. You know? Every cop I've ever dealt with would at least be like, excuse me, sir, what are you doing with your hand on this subway wire and your skin glowing blue? Do you have a condition or something? I mean, they'll at least talk to you a little bit before they say, sir, back away, I'm gonna arrest you. Okay, and then later there's like this tank-like thing. It's like a huge tank that can shoot missiles and it's got Gatling guns. For that, you call backup, right? Now you get the whole squad down there with all their cars. You're all pulling your handguns. This is what the New York City Police Department does when they see a tank with a huge amount of firepower. They drive up with a car and pull handguns and shoot at it. Come on, man. If you see a huge tank-like monster thing with unlimited firepower or a glowing blue being of pure energy, I mean, come on. Haven't you watched The Watchmen? Don't you know what's going to happen if you shoot a blue guy with a gun, it's not going to turn out well for you, man. So now, all right, I'm mixing back and forth between the two villains because this is just dumb. Look, if you come across a hugely invincible being, you either run away or you try to be friends with it. You don't arrest it with a handgun. So they're shooting at this thing. They're dropping clips. I'm dropping back and forth between the two villains, but they're going through hundreds of clips of small arms ammo on this huge tank-like thing with missiles and Gatling guns shooting back at them. Cops are dropping like flies. Their little bullets are bouncing right off this armor. Thousands of bullets. This is obviously a stupid waste of ammo. And then the villain, he unshields his face. He pulls up his shielding, exposing his head. Now is your one chance to take him out with a headshot. So what do the cops do? They stop firing. They stop firing and talk for a few minutes. Wait for him to put his shields down, and then go back to shooting him, blasting him away. Come on, New York City cops, get your stuff together, man. Other than that, though, other than the cops being depicted as dumb, which I can't emphasize this enough, this is criticism of the movie, not actual law enforcement. Other than that, it's a really good movie. I do highly recommend The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Got a relationship? Well, then you, my friend, have got a relationship problem. Share with me your hilarious relationship problem, and I will share with you my sage advice. Got a movie? I will watch it. I will tell you what to think about it. Need an opinion on something else? Just ask. I will tell you what to think about anything.